premonitions. Best to keep it new. They on a mission, coming for the top position. Ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing. The opposition in all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Hey, lock it. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey,
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Sam off.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Able to push his way through. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Shotgun now for Wentz. For Kidder here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wentz now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. back to throw. On the screen, this is Cannon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Now back to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
10 yards to go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You go night, night. Son, go night, night. Hey, empty. Empty.
Throwing is Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check night. Recon, 132 fighter. Shit. Gone. Check 25, check 25. Hit it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50, check 50. Watch out, watch out. Lion.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. 54 miles. Coming. Sunday. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the double. Look, squeeze.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I know you feel that.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
He's coming. Move.
2nd and 14. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 120. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Dre 15. Dre 15. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go to Elliott again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right, 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. 2 Jimmy. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And Wilson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing on second down. Wentz hurts over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Look at me. Go. Now.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
You got nothing.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready, set. Mark 30 yards. Mark 30 yards. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Under X3. 218, chop. 27, Mike, 27. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.